Welcome back to another episode. This one's going to be something special. But before we get started, Loretta and I just want to say thanks to all our subscribers out there. It's you guys that drop comments, leave messages, hit the like button. That encourages us to get more content out to you guys. So we just want to say thanks very much. If you haven't subscribed already, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. It really helps us out, and it's free to do. As we leave the Finks River and we head into Alice Springs, we stay out at Temple Bar. And Temple Bar is about 15 kilometres out of town. And this is the drive out there, and it's not too far. It takes about 10-15 minutes to get out there. And you drive in on a dirt road, which is about 1 kilometre long. So it's not far at all. But when you get there, you ring the phone number. They come out and meet you in that buggy, and then they'll take you to your campsite. In here in the caravan park, there is powered sites, power and water. It is bore water, so it does leave a white sort of film if you're going to wash your car or anything. But power and water, which is really good. After doing the Marini Loop, we needed to tidy up, so it worked out perfect. We then had to move sites because we stayed in Alice Springs for about 4 days, I think it is, and we had to move sites, and we ended up being on the front row, which was only water only. No power, just water, which worked out perfect. You get good sun all day for solar, and it worked out really well. We were on the corner here, so it was nice and easy for us to get in and out. But I highly recommend going to Temple Bar. It is a great spot. I hope you enjoy and check out Alice Springs. All right, so we've come down to the Telegraph station in Alice Springs, and it's not bad here. So you pay $16 to go in, and you go into the buildings and a bit of memorial through there, so that's really good. But also there's lots of walks you can do around here, bike tracks so you can ride your bike, mountain biking, lots of walking, and I think this is the start of the Lara Pinta Trail. So, well, you can do part of it here. It's only 3 kilometre section, but yeah, you start from Alice Springs, so it'll be a good spot to go on. There's a cafe here as well, plenty of parking that you can go into. We come for a walk around the back, and we found the original Alice Spring. So it's really good, bit of a watering hole there. It's actually not a spring, it's just a depression in the riverbed. So when the water comes, and then the water gets trapped here. But yeah, it's a pretty good little spot. I reckon it'd be a nice spot to go for a swim. But yeah, that's about it. You got to watch where you're walking. I just seen a Billy Joe Blake, bit of a snake at me feet before. I nearly stepped on him, but yeah, he's all right. But it's actually really nice. We're going to go have a coffee, and
yeah, also with the parking, there is room for big coaches, caravans, everything like that. So if you're on your way through Alice and just want to stop in, there's parking for caravans.
Yeah, lots of parking, so which is really good and pretty easy to get to as well. But hope you enjoyed it. While we were in Alice over the weekend, there was a hive of activity, and there was a hot rod show in the park. So check this out.
Caught behind Venetian blinds, out of reach for the city lights. This ain't where I belong. Hey, look at me, man, what I've become. I've been running east, looking for a sunset, digging deep since '99. What I thought was gone was sitting in my pocket in plain sight all along. I think it's time for me to go, burn all bridges. All I know, I got lost along the way, fell between to keep. So long, farewell, bye-bye. Let's have a toast for those lost old lives. And my crooked little heart that seems so rebellious is falling apart.
We're at Alice Springs and we've come up the top of Anzac Hill, and it's pretty cool. A good spot here. There's a war memorial up here and pretty much 360 degrees view of Alice Springs. And when you're up here and you have a look, Alice Springs doesn't look that big, but it is. It's a fairly big town, but it's pretty cool up here, and the views up here are really good. You've got the views of the East Max, the West Max, and it looks really good, and it's easy to get to. You can drive up here, and it's wheelchair friendly as well.
Yep, so you can bring your nana.
So yeah, it's a good spot to bring your nana. But here's a few of the views. Wow, Alice Springs has it all, and we are going to go visit the Royal Flying Doctor's Service later on, but first we're going to go for a drive out to the Stanley Chasm. And Stanley Chasm, it is about 3 meters wide and 80 meter tall cliffs, so it's not wide at all, and it's a self-guided tour. By memory, I think it's about 2.4 kilometers, about half an hour in one direction, and it's a really easy walk. But when you first get there is a cafe, and at the cafe, that's where you pay for to get in, entry to Stanley Chasm, and they give you a code to the gate, and you walk through the gate, and you carry on this walk. And the walk, like I said, it's about 2.4 kilometers, and it's a real easy walk. There's a pathway there. Loretta didn't fall over, so we're pretty happy about that one. But it was part of the Finks River system. Was this your bucket list, Loretta? Yeah. And just over millions and millions of years, with the water running through the cliff, or the little gouge in the rocks over the years, it's formed this Stanley Chasm, and it's amazing. So when you get there, it is quite warm, but when you walk into the chasm, the temperature just drops, and at the end there's a bit of a water area. But it is a sacred area. It is 100% run and owned by the indigenous community, Ariti people, I think they are, and they do run the cafe, they run the Stanley Chasm, and they run everything, and it is a must see and do. You've got to go there and see it. Whenever you're ready.
Yeah, I'm not sure I can get up there. Were you just filming? Is that if I fell?
Yep, sure was. For those of you that have got a grey water tank, I don't know if you've had any issues finding things that fit or anything like that, but we've had nothing but issues. So this is what we did have. We had to slide it off and on, and this is a bit of a makeshift thing, and it just pipes all connecting together. So, and then today this kept on coming out, I had some electrical tape on there, and so they just kept on popping off, so didn't know what to do. So we ended up going to Bunnings and I found these things here. So I had to go from 40mm here for the grey water tank down to 25mm. So I've got some cam locks. I don't know if you can see them, but I've got some cam locks there. I'll put down the part numbers and that in the description so you can see. But the female cam lock and then the male threaded cam lock for the hose end. But what you've got to do, you've got to buy this adapter first, and it's from the irrigation area. So 40mm thread, male thread to the 25mm female thread. So this goes in here. And then you get your cam lock piece that goes on the end. And I had to buy some cheap pliers to do everything here. And then I got my 25mm hose, put it in some hot water, so boiling water, because you've got to soften it up, and then you've got to jam it in there, and once it's on there, it's on there. So, and there it is there. So that's that part on there. I've taken off the split pins just because when it locks into place, they're meant to go through there, but they're designed for pumps, not for caravan grey water tanks. And when you put it on, and it just clips in. So there's your grey water tank. Grey water hose, it's on there, it doesn't leak, doesn't come off. I think at a cost of around $25, and it done the whole lot.
So today we're off to the Royal Flying Doctors Museum, which is actually right in Alice Springs itself, so it was easy to access. When you walk in, it's really modern. There's so many great things to do, including these interactive glasses where you can either choose if you want to be the pilot of the plane or the nurse in the plane. These run for about 5 to 7 minutes, which is great, especially if you had kids coming along with you. We also went into the museum side of things where they showed you all the history, the different planes that they've had over the years, as well as part of this museum also had different things like the old telephone exchange, as well as a whole heap of other interesting things which were also interactive, which would be great for the kids. Very interesting to see where they're wanting to take it to the future as well, because they had some future plans in there for us. There's a life-size plane in the building as well, which you can jump on board and have a look at, and it's like being in the real plane, which Anthony knows all about. It's like a plane.
So we're inside the Royal Flying Doctors plane, so we had to come to the Royal Flying Doctors Museum.
Yeah, had tour.
Yeah, and had the tour, and it's pretty cool. But inside one of the planes that they got on display here, and you can jump in, you can sit on the chairs, you can jump in the pilot seat, you can do all sorts of things, so it's pretty good. Highly recommend coming here and having a look and see what they do. This brings back memories of where I was. This is where I was. I was here. Like this. The nurse was there. Memories. So we really like Alice Springs. We had a ball at Alice Springs. I think all the media hype and what's going on there They sort of take it out of proportion. I think that if you do the right things when you're in caravan parks or camping areas and lock everything up, then I think you'll be okay. We've had more things go missing or walkabouts in caravan parks on the east coast rather than out in Alice Springs. But we had an absolute ball out there, and we left there and headed to Athelle campgrounds, or Athelle Outback Hideway. It's about 200 kilometres from Alice Springs heading north, and it's about a 30 kilometre dirt road in from the main highway. This place was an oasis in the middle of the desert. When you got there, you used the UHF radio. They come out and met you, and they took you to your campsite. And there's power and water, or there's just sites with water. There's thick green grass there. The pool is a container pool, and it was warm actually, so we had a great time there. There's lots of animals there. I think the animals are the best part of the campground, and you can go up to them, you can feed them. There's camels, there's pigs, there's all sorts of things.
Hello, Mr. Camel.
We highly recommend going out to Athelle's Outback Hideway. It's one of those places that you need to stop and visit.
Get up, buddy. Hey, hey, pet. Yeah, hey, donkey. Hey, donkey. Where's your buddy Shrek?
This little piggy went to market.
Gotta shoo them out.
Shoo them out, shoo them out. All right, we're going. Shoo fly, don't bother me. Shoo fly, don't bother me.
All right, we just stayed at Athelle Outback Hideway. Athelle. Yeah, it was a 2-night stay here. It is actually a bit of paradise out in the middle of nowhere. So it's where Athelle Hideway, I'll put up a map of where it is within Australia. You'll be surprised out here. The green grass, it was really thick and spongy green grass. There's even a pool, a container pool there, which is really good.
Mini golf.
Playground
for the kids.
Yeah, animals. Oh, love the animals. So that was pretty good. The goats are friendly. They're that friendly. They tried to eat Loretta's jacket, so that was pretty good. But apart from that, there's camels, there's horses, there's donkeys. So yeah, it was really good to stay there. And the people, the workers on the farm are really friendly as well. So we were sitting around where they have the campfire, and about 3 staff kept on coming over. Oh, you want wood for the fire? You want wood? We'll get some wood. We didn't get wood, but they kept on asking us. So, and it's good community little kitchen there. It's really good. $30 a night it was, and it was just absolute bit of paradise out in the middle of nowhere. So highly recommend coming out here to Athelle Outback Hideway. Hope you enjoyed the episode on Alice Springs and Athelle's Outback Hideway. We had an absolute ball in Alice Springs. Don't be afraid to get out there and see the place. It is really special, and there's so much to do in Alice Springs. Athelle's Hideaway, this place I think is just going to get better in time. So we're going to leave the episode here, and don't forget to stay safe, and we'll see you on the road.
Shoo them out, shoo them out. All right, we're going. Shoo fly, don't bother me. Shoo fly, don't